Today's episode is brought to you by the Campaign for Black Male Achievement. Now listen, the current political and social climate, combined with the urgent challenges that our black men and boys are facing, demand that we act boldly right now. 25% of black children don't graduate high school on time. Compare that to the national average of 17%. Now, if we compound the issue even further, black male graduation rate sits at 59%. Compare that to 65% for Latino males and 80% for white males, and you realize why CBMA is a beacon of hope. They're the only organization right now making themselves available to those leaders and organizations that are on the ground working to advance the cause and reverse this narrative for black men and boys. If you've not yet done so, I urge you today to visit tbpod.com/partners. Learn more about the Campaign for Black Male Achievement. Consider joining their membership and investing in the future of our black men and boys.
You're listening to the Trailblazers.fm podcast, where we'll explore the stories of today's successful Black professionals, entrepreneurs, and leaders. Join us to access the knowledge, resources, and tools of these accomplished professionals and come away with the know-how, confidence, and motivation you'll need to blaze your trail. And now, here's your host, Stephen A. Hart.
What's up, Blazer Nation? So 2 weeks ago, we celebrated our 200th episode of the Trailblazers.fm podcast, and I am still just feeling blessed and grateful to each of you for that milestone episode. So many people have reached out about that episode, right? I was recently at the CBMA Rumble Young Man Rumble event down in Louisville, Kentucky at Muhammad Ali Center. I just want to big up Sean Dove, Steve Vassa, and the entire CBMA family for putting together the 9th annual event. It was fantastic. I learned so much, and I was so blessed to meet so many diehard Blazer Nation listeners while there who blessed my soul. And, I was listening to last week's replay that we did with Lucinda Cross, an amazing episode. Have to tell you, I cringed a bit listening to myself. That episode was done 3 years ago, and, realized just how far I've come as an interviewer, just listening to my dialogue, listening to my energy, and listening to the growth, right? Knowing where I'm at today versus where I was then. So many gems in that episode as Lucinda shared the concept and the value in vision boarding. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to that episode, I encourage you to do that. I've been trying different things, right? We did our first listeners chat on episode 200. We did a replay last week, and I've done Ponder Replay a couple times now. Today, I thought to do something a little different, right? I went back in the archives way back to episode 15. And today, I thought to do a remix of episode 15 and give it a end of 2019 spin. So I'm going to share a story with you that was originally told by the founder of Temple University in Philadelphia. The man's name is Dr. Russell Herman Conwell, and he told his story more than 6,000 times all around the world. It's a famous inspirational lecture. It's called Acres of Diamonds, and it's inspired me in so many ways over the years, and I'm just going to go ahead and share a brief summary of this inspiring story with you guys today. So this is a true story of a Persian farmer named Ali Hafed. Ali Hafed was a wealthy man, and one day he heard tales about the exciting stories of other African settlers who had made millions by discovering diamond mines. Now, after he'd heard all about the diamonds and how much they were worth, he became discontented. Ain't that something, right? This is a wealthy man, and he's hearing stories about diamonds and how much they're worth, and he lost sight, right, of what he had. Now, realizing the African continent was rich in diamonds, the farmer became determined that he's going to have a mine of diamonds for himself. So what does Ali Hafed do, guys? He sold his farm, he left his family, and he went in search of diamonds. And he spends the rest of his life, as the story tells us, that, he ended up wandering Africa and Europe, searching for diamonds without success. Finally, he gets to a point where he's broke and desperate, and he throws himself into a tidal wave in Barcelona and drowns. Now, the story says that meanwhile, back at the farm, right, the man who had purchased Ali Hafed's farm One day, he's leading his camel into the garden to find water to drink. And as the camel puts his nose into the shallow water of a garden brook, the man found a large and unusual black stone in a stream, which cut through the property. Turns out it was a huge diamond of enormous value. And the man later discovers that his farm was covered with all sorts of beautiful and valuable gems. Turns out it becomes one of the world's richest diamond mines of all time. Some of the largest diamonds on earth came from that mine. And I can't tell you enough what an amazing story this is, right? There are so many great lessons in this, but let's take note of something here. Ali Hafed had owned acres of diamonds, and he sold them for practically nothing to go in search of them elsewhere. Imagine if Ali Hafed had only taken the time to study, to know what diamonds look like in their rough state, and thoroughly explored his land, explored his gardens, the streams that he had owned, right? He'd have had the millions that he was seeking right on the land he had already owned and was living on, right? And so the message of this story that I hope to impart to you today is that each of you listening right now is at this moment standing in your acres, your own acres of diamonds. Isn't that amazing? Together, we've now heard from more than 150 trailblazers on this podcast who are experiencing success, in some cases, significance in their own lives. And each of them are mining their own acres of diamonds. And so you and I, we need to extract their wisdom and have the patience, right, to do the work and intelligently and effectively begin to explore how we can apply what we're learning to the work we are doing today, right? And know that we're definitely going to find the riches we seek, whether that's financial or it's intangible or both, right? Earl Nightingale once said on this topic, he said, before you go running off to what we think are greener pastures, let's make sure that our own is not just as green or perhaps even greener. While we're looking at other pastures, other people are looking at ours. And I'm going to put a 2019 spin on it and say this another way. While we're off looking at other people's businesses, other people's platforms and podcasts and jobs and careers and houses, and dare I say wives and husbands. Yeah, I said it. While you're out there looking where you ain't supposed to be looking, other people looking at yours, right? So don't lose sight of the value you've got sitting right in front of you. Somewhere within the work you're doing today lurks an opportunity which could bring you everything you could possibly want for yourself, right? Guys, I hope that this year has been a blessing for you as much as it's been a blessing for me. And I want y'all to notice you're standing in your very own acres of diamonds right now. And it's time you begin to uncover those hidden gems. As we enter this holiday season, as you enter this time of reflection on what's your next move, I'm going to encourage you to find and exploit that thing that only you can bring to the world. I hope you enjoy this story. I hope you meditate on it this week. And I'll close out by repeating something I just said, but as an actionable. Look at the work you're doing today. Find those opportunities, those diamonds, which will bring you everything you could possibly want for yourself, your career, your business, and your family. God bless you guys. I hope that I'll leave this with you. If you're looking for ways to build your personal brand, we're entering a new year and a new decade, right? And it is extremely important that we optimize that. One, we have a digital presence, right? So you should have a website. And if you already do, you should be optimizing it, right? And optimizing your digital footprint. I'd love to invite you to invest in yourself today and join Brand You Academy. It's an online course and community where you're going to learn all you need to build and continue to work on your personal brand so that you position yourself for success in 2020 and beyond, right? And notice someone's Googling you right now, and the results that they find out about you is going to leave them either more or less inclined to partner with you, to do business with you, or to hire you. So we absolutely have to take care of that personal brand and that digital footprint, right? And that online reputation. So to learn more about Brand You Academy or to get started, feel free to hop on over to stephenahart.com/academy. And from now until December 31st, you can save $200 by using the coupon code BlazeNation200. Again, that's BlazeNation200. God bless you guys. Have a fantastic week. And feel free to share this episode with someone that you think the episode would impact most. Enjoy. I'm Steve Nehart, and you've been listening to the Trailblazers.fm podcast. If you're not yet doing so, consider following Trailblazers.fm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and feel free to connect with me over on LinkedIn. Whenever you're posting stories or social media posts about Trailblazers.fm, be sure to use the hashtag TBPod and hashtag Mission Fuel. We'll be able to see you, and I'll be able to show some love. And in case you're not aware, our show notes for all our episodes can be found on our website over at tbpod.com. Now, if today was your first time listening, I just want to say big ups, enough respect for checking us out. You've made this Jamaican guy really happy that you're here with us today. And I'd love your help with keeping this Black excellence flowing each and every week. So if you haven't yet subscribed, hop on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Search Trailblazers.fm and subscribe, rate, and review us there. Be sure to browse through some of our past episodes. There are more than 150 published episodes now, and a little something is out there for everyone to help keep the knowledge flowing. We grow when you, as part of our Blaze Nation community, shares and invites your friends and family to listen to an episode you think might impact them most. We believe that someone listening to these inspiring stories are going to be moved to make significant changes that have generational impact for many others, both now and well into the future. Don't miss next week's episode. New episodes are released each and every Monday morning at 5 a.m. Eastern. Blaze the Nation, go out today and find a way to rise above, go way beyond, and keep blazing your trail.